Hey, what's up everybody? I'd like to welcome you to another Juice tutorial. And today we're going to talk about the look and feel class. The look and feel class allows us to customize colors and behaviors of our dials, buttons, and sliders. And so what we're going to do is we're going to create two sliders today, start customizing some of the features, some of the color features of those. If we wanted the two sliders to be different colors, there are different ways that we could do that. If we wanted them to have multiple custom colors, then there's another way that we need to do that. Okay. Now, this follows roughly from the Get Look and Feel customization tutorial that you'll find on the Juice website. So I recommend that you go there, check that out, and let's jump into it. Okay, so we're going to just create a new project as always. We're going to create a Gui application, okay, because we're working with the GUI. We'll just call this Look and Feel Demo. And we'll throw that in our development folder. Okay, and as always, that creates our main CPP, which is giving us our main Juice functionality, and then our content component CPP and header files, which are where we're going to do all of our GUI customization. Okay, so we're just going to open this up in Xcode. By the way, I'm going to make this into two parts because I don't want the tutorials to be too long. So we'll just do one part today, and then we'll do some other aspects of the Get Look and Feel class another for the next tutorial. Okay, so we're in Xcode now, and we're just going to jump into our component and just erase this default text. Okay, so just a rehash on what we did last two tutorials, we're just going to go ahead and create two slider objects. What we're going to do is we're going to create two sliders, or dials rather, and then we're going to make them both one aspect. We're going to make one aspect of both the dials the same color, and then we're going to kind of look into, okay, well, what if we wanted those colors to be two different colors? And then what if we wanted to do multiple customizations on one dial? If we wanted to set the thumb color ID and then the background to another color, and so on and so forth, and the way that we would go about doing that. Okay, so let's just start from the beginning. Just going to create two dials. Okay, so the slider class is inheriting directly from Juce, so we don't have to add any other sort of head files to create these sliders. Okay, so now we're just going to go into our constructor, make those visible. So add them and make them visible. Dial 1. Okay. Dial 2. I'm going to go a little bit faster on this because this is stuff that's been covered on other tutorials, but I wanted to just kind of rehash over it again, just so we just get into that workflow as usual. So so now we have dial 1. Now we just need to set the slider style. Okay, so we've got slider style. We're just going to make these rotary dials. Okay, so the same thing for dial 2. Not the lighter, slider. Coder humor for you. Okay. We'll do text boxes as well. So let's just do dial 1 dot set text. Is it text box style? Okay, and we'll do slider text. We'll do text box below. Okay, we'll just make it read only. Okay, make it maybe 100 pixels by 25 pixels maybe. Do the same thing for dial 2. Okay, text box below, it's read only. Then we're going to do 100. This is good for me too, because as I've said in the past, I'm learning Juice myself, so this just helps me kind of get into the flow of things. Okay, so we've added it, we've set the style, we've given it a text box. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and define how big we want these dials to be. Okay, so let's do, let's see, we're going to set them side by side. Okay, so let's just do like a border around. Okay, and then, oh, it doesn't like that. What did oh, I didn't initialize it. To 20, we're just going to set it to 20. Okay, then let's do, let's just set the size of these dials. Okay, so we'll just do dial width. I hope I can get this right the first time around. So, so we want each one of them to take up approximately half the screen, but just have a little bit of room for, so they're not on top of each other. So, so we'll set it to get width divided by 2 minus the border, and then we'll do dial height equals get height minus the border, and let's just give it a little bit of room. Let's just say minus another 100 pixels. So we'll come back and adjust that if we need to. Okay, so now let's go ahead and this is I think this is a good way of going about things, because this allows us, if we wanted to go and change all of the sizes of our dials, this would make it a little bit more scalable, I think, rather than just setting static positions. I think this would allow us to make it a little bit more dynamic. So hopefully this will work. So dial 1, set bounds. Okay, and we'll go, first one will go in 10, then in another down 10. Okay, and then here we should just be able to put dial width and dial height. Okay, shall I just try that, see how that works? Okay, so we're just going to compile quick. Man, that first compiling takes forever, doesn't it? Okay, so what do we have? Give me something. Not seeing anything. What have I done? Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. All right, so that looks all right. So hopefully we can get this other one to mirror this exactly, and if not, I might have to start again. Set. Okay, so so what we need to do is just set this to get width plus the border, and then this will just be down the same, so it's just border, and then dial width, dial height, tab. Okay, let's just do this. Oh no, what did I do? Oh, it's going off the screen, isn't it? Needs to be get width divided by 2. Okay. Third time's the charm. Let's do this. There we go. Okay, this is just a little bit too far to the right. Okay, I'm going to be really picky here, and I'm just going to take this off because I think that will make us, put us where we need to be. And there we go. Okay, great. So so we have two dials, and they're just kind of your standard colors. Okay, so let's go ahead and start getting into how to customize these. So the look and feel class is actually inherited. Pardon me. It's inherited from the Juice modules. So what we could do is we could actually say look and feel. Get look and feel? Oh no, yeah, get look and feel. Dot set color. Okay. Now in here it wants color ID. Okay. Now you might be wondering, okay, what does that actually mean? Okay. So if I go into the slider class, okay, in the API, and then if we just go down here, we can see this section that's marked color IDs, and now we have a whole bunch of different things that we can customize. Okay, and I'm just going to do thumb color ID since I know that that works, and I feel comfortable with that. So we might get a little bit more adventurous in the future. So we just need to identify what class we're talking about. Okay, so we're talking about the slider, thumb color ID. Okay, now we're going to go colors. Well, let's make it, I don't know, purple maybe. Okay, so what we've done here is we've gotten the get look and feel. We've used the get look and feel method, and this comes from the look and feel class. Okay, then we used the function set color. Okay, and then within set color, it asks for the ID, what color ID that we wanted, because it needs to know what exactly we want to change, doesn't it? Okay, so we want to change the thumb color, okay, and we're going to change it to purple. Now what this does is this changes all of the dials to purple, okay, all of the thumb colors to purple of all of the sliders, okay, and that's what you see here. Okay, they're both purple. Okay, so that's how that works. So let's just do another customization here to all of the dials rather. So let's do slider. Okay, and then let's pull up our API, see what other things we can do here. So we've got rotary slider fill color ID. Rotary slider fill color ID. Rotary slider. Let's just do this outline one. And then let's look for an adventurous color here. Azure. I'm not sure what that is, but let's go for it. Okay. Then just compile it. Okay, and there we are. It's kind of this white azure kind of color. Okay, cool. Okay, but what if we wanted one of these dials to be a different color than the other dial? Okay, what we can do in that case is we can actually create another look and feel object. Okay, so that's what we'll do now. So we'll do look and feel. Okay, now this is something that I had to kind of look into. When we go in here, there's an autocomplete here, and you see there's a couple different options. You have V1, V2, V3, V4. I had to have a look at this. Okay, if we go into our API and then just go into look and feel. Okay, if I go into V4, okay, and then I look at the inheritance diagram, okay, I can see that V4 is inheriting from V3, that's inheriting from V2, so on and so forth. So what I'm assuming is that my impression is that there is that this is being updated, but for one reason or another, to make sure that all of the past editions of Juice are able to keep functioning. I guess they needed to kind of layer on top of it. I mean, I don't know if that's the reason or not, but this is just kind of what my assumption would be. So what we need here is we need the V4. And if I'm wrong about that, let me know. I'm kind of curious, actually. I should probably go into the forum and actually have a look. Okay, so we've created another. It doesn't like. Okay, cool. All right, I thought I did something wrong there. Okay, so we've just created another look and feel object. Okay, other look and feel. Okay, so now what we can do is we can do other look and feel dot set color. Okay, and then we could just do the same kind of customization here. Okay, so we could say slider, then let's just go back to thumb color ID. Okay, let's do this colors. Let's go for beige. Okay, now what do we need to do? Okay, well, it doesn't know which dial we want to set it to. Okay, so we just need to tell it, we need to point it towards which dial we want it to work with. Okay, so look, yeah, good, lucky today. Okay, and as you can see here, it wants a pointer, so we just point it towards other look and feel. Okay, so let's see if that works. I don't know if it'll work because of, oh yeah, it does. Okay, so that's how we have two different thumb color ID colors. Okay, now let's take it a step further and say, what if we wanted to make multiple customizations on one of the sliders, make it completely different from the other slider? Okay, will we just keep doing other look and feel dot set colors? Well, when we're starting to repeat code, then it's probably better for us to make a class out of it. Okay, so let's just go ahead, get rid of all this. Okay, and let's just make a little class for that's going to hold our slider colors. Okay, so we have class. We're going to call this class, we'll just get rid of this here. We'll call this other look and feel. Look and feel. We're going to inherit all of our functionality from look and feel v4. Okay, why are we inheriting? Why are we inheriting? Some of you might ask. Well, because if we don't inherit from the look and feel class, how is it going to know what it needs to do? How are we going to be able to create the functionality that it needs to create to set the custom colors? Okay, so that's the reason that we're inheriting from the look and feel v4 class. Okay, we're going to set the access to public. Okay, so we can use it within our component. And then we're going to do set color. Oh, we need to build the constructor, my bad. So we're going to do other look and feel. We're just going to do a little constructor here, keep our syntax consistent. So we're going to do set color. Okay, and then we're going to do slider. Let's find another thing that we can mess with here. Slider. Okay, so we're just going to go down to our color IDs. Okay, so we got rotary Did we do that one? Yeah, let's do that one again. Rotary slider outline color ID. Rotary slider outline color ID. Okay. Now let's do colors. And then let's set it to, does this continue going down? Yeah, okay, great. Set it to chocolate. Great. Okay. Then we can just do like set color. Then we'll just do another one. Let's do slider. Let's do the thumb color ID again, just for speed. Colors. Let's just set it to black, maybe. Okay. And then let's just do one more. Why not? Slider. Let's go for rotary slider fill color ID. Rotary slider fill color ID. Rotary slider fill color ID. Okay. Then the colors. Let's go for brown. No, let's not go for brown. The other one's brown. Colors. Okay, let's go for Blanchetta almond. That sounds like a great color. Cool. Great. Okay, so now what I can do is I can just say we've created our other look and feel class. Now we just need to create an object. Other look and feel. I'll just call it other look and feel. Okay. So now if we go in here, we should just be able to say down one, set look and feel. Just wants a pointer, other look and feel. Okay. If I did all this right, should work. Okay. And there we are. Okay, so we have the slider, the thumb color ID is black. It's chocolate. And then as the values go up, the fill color is that Blanchetta almond. Okay, so that's where I'm going to go ahead and end things today, just not to make things too long. And next time we're going to go into a little bit more of the changing the, what am I going to do? I'm going to do customizing the drawing and some slider customization, actually looking into changing some of the behaviors of the actual slider itself using this Get Look and Feel class. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and until next time, see you later.